welcome to another episode of the Sparkle of Creativity show. This is Mondo Market TV, and welcome, friends. Today we have a very fun episode.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you're going to see how cool this is. We're going to talk about paper embroidery, like embroidering on paper. How cool is that? But listen, before we get started, a couple announcements. Number one, don't forget that for the best viewing experience, go to mondomarkettv.com. On there you can watch the video. There's a chat where you can interact with us, send us your questions and so forth. So that's the best spot. However, I am also monitoring Facebook if you like to hang out over there, and YouTube. So feel free to interact and hang out wherever you'd like, but be sure to participate and join us. Remember, this is the time that we get to hang out with you. We're family here, and this is your time to check out from the rest of the chaos of this world, right? Like, this is the good, fun stuff. So call your friends. Let's join in together and enjoy this together. So be sure to share. So hit that share button wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on our website or on Facebook or wherever. Just hit share, and let's bring our friends together.
Yes, we have people on Instagram as well.
Yes.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi. So you can do the same, share, because it's always good, right?
That's right. All right, Shahar, so tell us about today.
Well, today it is going to be about embroidering on paper.
Awesome.
Which is quite cool. I mean, maybe you've seen artists out there that do embroidery on cars and stuff. But I have to tell you that the normal and traditional way of doing that is quite complicated, because you actually have to use a sewing machine, have to be extremely precise on what you're doing in the paper. There's a lot of frustration sometimes with ripping the paper. Well, there is a better solution for that. So that's what's very cool. And if you have never, ever embroidered in your life, that's perfect, because this is almost like embroidering, like the paint by numbers kind of stuff.
Yes, that's what I loved about this, because it is a paint by numbers style. So for example, for me, I don't really embroider, and this is perfect because I get to create beautiful things
and without having to learn much, right?
Exactly.
Just following. So what would really be useful is if you tell me on the chat, on the comment box right now, if you have any prior experience with embroidery or not. I would really love to know that. So put that there, because it's going to help us know how to cater better tutorials for you.
That's right. Let us know. Do you embroider? Yes, I want to know that. And by the way, Shahar, Regina says hi, Shahar and
hi,
Ash.
Regina.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So before I get started and show you this thing that really, when I saw it, I thought, that's so cool. I mean, it's easy, it's simple, it's cheap, and it creates astonishing pieces. I want to show you is it like a show and tell?
Ooh,
what I've
fun.
been working on. I really like to embroider. And I do that all the time, to the point now that I look at something and I think, could I embroider that as well? And I've been playing, for example, embroidery. I've been making some yarn mandalas, so I've been embroidering on them as well. But this is my latest project, and it is not finished. It's a work in progress.
Aw, it's adorable.
I think so too. So I made the fig. So this is a fig.
Oh.
And I saw on a magazine an artist that made a fig, but she sewed a fig out of felt, and then she embroidered. And I decided, okay, I want a needle felt and embroider.
Hang on, hold him there.
Do you see? Yeah, you shouldn't be touch my work of art.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You never touch work of art.
But I just wanted to show them this part of the fig that
so
the little
open
birdie
fig,
ate.
Yeah. So I had fun. There you go, my art. Can you please?
I'm just gonna check the chat.
Check the chat. So the thing is, I made the fig, and I enjoyed that very much. I'm thinking now about making a garlic and an onion, but I have no purpose. I don't know what to do with that later, right? And I kept thinking, this is so annoying, because I don't like to create something and just put it aside. I like it to have a purpose or a story. So I couldn't figure it out. So I moved to the bird, and I said, okay, I'm going to make a bird. I do love birds a lot. And I started creating, so like I told you, it's not finished yet, but I started creating my blue tit. And so far so good. I'm happy with the results.
Super cute.
And how it was so perfect when I did
it. Did you needle felt him first,
yes,
and then embroidered over that?
So I needle felted in the right colors and everything. Okay, so let's just pretend it would stay. Well, now I'm actually thinking, would this be a good idea?
I think so. It's cute.
So the blue tit would be here with the fig.
Yeah.
And of course a base, right? But the point of all this is that embroidery can be a lot of fun, and it doesn't have to be complicated or difficult, right? So,
he's eating the fig.
don't touch my work of art. It's not even finished. Don't touch it. So, first of all, I still want to know if you guys have any experience sewing or not. But then, I found this product that is so easy, and it's called So Easy, right? That is meant to embroider on paper. Now, I'm not a big paper person. I don't do a lot of things on paper, but especially at this time of the year, well, you know, things get a little bit more emotional, and I do believe that, I told you before, I only give gifts that I made. Well, a card, for example, would come in handy. So I want to show you some of the examples, and then I'll show you how to use this.
And by the way, Regina says, love it. She loves
Thank
your
you.
bird.
I know my
And she
birthday.
embroiders, does cloth and jewelry.
Oh, that's very cool.
Cool.
That's very cool. Cloth?
Cloth.
Like clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
fabric?
impressive. That's very cool. So let's show some of the cards that I have here. Simple examples. Like I'm not a card maker, so don't hold me accountable
after seeing
for
these,
professional.
Shahara, I don't believe that statement.
Isn't that cute?
It's super cute.
So I got
you can
two
see
pieces
here,
of paper cut with a die, a Sizzix die.
and this right here is
It's
the
the
embroidery touch.
Now, this is what it does when you add embroidery. It gives dimension to the piece. Creates an eye catcher by itself. And you can play with the colors coordinating with the paper that you're using or the card that you're using very easily. So it's just an add-on thing that makes a big difference. Like I told you, there are card makers, there are professional artists, and they use embroidery, but they usually do that with the machine, and they have to be extremely precise with that, which is not the case here.
Now look at this one over here. This is a different example, a different stitch. You can see the flowers there are the embroidered piece. Now I love this because paper is so flat, right? Because that's how it is. But when you add the embroidery, you just give it that oomph, you give it that layer. Now you have depth, and it just makes it a lot more interesting. So I love the fact that you can embroider on these cards.
Me too.
Just to show you.
There's the tiny ones. I thought, you know what I'm thinking
Tiny
about
ones are
using
cute.
this? It's really for the gifts, like a gift tag.
Yeah.
More than sending the card in itself. So this I made for a friend, and she loves fairies.
Ooh, so you did a
So
little fairy.
extremely easy, because all I had to do is a stamp, do some coloring, and one stitch. That's all I did.
And that's it. And now here's...
this one I'm happy with this one.
This is super cute. So you see here the little house. Now, how did you do? Was it you drew the house on here, or is it a
I
stamp?
also stamp. So it's really, it doesn't take you 5 minutes actually to create one like this.
But they're so
So
thoughtful.
you stamp if you have colored pen, so you do that, and then you do the embroidery. And I had a dimensional stick. Stick, is that how you say?
Dimensional stick, like a pencil?
No. How do you say that? Bring it back. I forgot the word, sorry. This.
Oh, haha, a sticker.
See, a sticker. Yes, exactly. So that was very cool.
Now these are super. Oh, there's Shahar checking her phone.
I'm not checking. I just heard something on my pocket and I said, that's not right.
Here's another
Oh,
example.
this one is one of my favorites.
Wishing you well.
Yes.
You've got here, once again, you see here, this is a sticker, and it's a dimensional sticker. I don't know if you can see the layer on it, but you see it has a little bit of a...
It
a height.
has dimension as well.
And then the grass is the embroidered part.
And this is one thing you have to take into consideration when you're creating a card, that if you're going to use dimension, you also need to think different levels of dimension that you're going to be using. So you have the flat paper, you may have stamp that is also flat, then you may add a sticker, you can create some dimension, you put the embroidery, creates a different dimension, and that's what makes it very, very interesting in a piece. For example, this one is for a friend that is going through a rough time with a loved one, and I plan to give it to her.
And she likes foxes.
Yes.
Let's see another. Oh, wow. I like this.
Look at
Okay,
this.
so look at this one. We've got lots of cool elements
And
here.
then, yeah, in the bottom I put the
Here's
embroidery.
the embroidery you can see, but you have this. What is this? Tell me about this.
I don't know, piece of paper.
Like
here.
a lace type of
Yeah,
paper?
lace, the ones that you can put with sweets and stuff
And
in
this
parties.
is another sticker. You see,
Sticker
you can
that
see
has
there
a
the
very
level.
higher dimension.
It makes the.
But
I love.
Did you see the ant?
I did see the ant.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and the ant is a little piece of wood.
It's a cardboard.
Wow, very
Yes.
interesting. I like
See?
how you did
so
that.
just in this one alone, you have 4 different levels of
Yes.
dimension in itself.
You create interest this way. It's not just a boring flat piece of paper.
This is a tag.
Oh, look at this one.
And this is cool. I have to be true to you. I don't know why people use these tags. I made one for you.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? It's on the door of your wardrobe with the girl.
Oh, yes. I thought you
Okay.
made one. No, wait.
Right.
I thought you made one like now,
No,
recent one.
a while ago.
Okay.
So I don't know why you guys use that, but I think it looks really cool.
For example, mine just hangs on my wardrobe, and it just adds a touch and a flair. It makes me think of my mom every time I go there.
Here, right. And the embroidery are these little stars here.
you see here?
That you see that you just added.
It just
Again,
complements
didn't
the
take
piece.
5 or 10 minutes. Now, if you are used to make, and this one is for a special person whose birthday is coming up.
May I show it? They're probably not watching.
Yeah.
Check it out. Well, they should be at work anyway.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, so look at this one. Here's a card. This person likes fish, and they have a little gray cat. So you have here, but then Shahar added the little touch.
Just a touch.
Just a little embroidery touch.
And two stamps, that was it.
But how cute is this? It's so thoughtful, right?
Yeah, so like I told you, the card making is not something I do every day at all. If you are a professional or if you make cards all the time, you can take this to a whole new level. My purpose here is to show you something cool and a quick tutorial, so that opens your imagination, and then you think, oh, I can create this, I can create that. These are just ideas. Like I do most of the weeks, I created them in a row and with things I had at home. So really, there is not one here that I say, this should be a tutorial. These are just ideas. But now with this, you can take to the other step that is your own stuff, which are skills, which I think they're going to be awesome.
Very nice. Regina said, cute fox, and the embroidery adds just the perfect touch.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. And I didn't put much. You could do all around, like all the borders of a card. You could turn them around. This is a very cool thing you can do with this. So let me show you what you can do. So the kit comes with everything really that you need, including the needle. So here, besides a pair of scissors, there's nothing else that you need, okay? It comes with this handle and 5 different stitches. So let me show you. I made a sampler here because I don't want you to see me stitching all the time. So it comes with 5 different types of stitches. And the thread that it comes is really cool. Very, very bright colors. So I like bright colors. So I'm happy with that as a result. But you could use whatever type of thread you wanted. For example, this is twine, and it has 2 colors in each one. You could use that. You could use anything else. So what do? You need to choose what's going to be your background. Now, this kit works really well with paper. I know that you might have seen something done in fabric or even canvas and things like that. I have to tell you, I did try and I did not like the results. It's not strong enough to pierce to the fabric unless it's a very, very light fabric. It doesn't do anything on felt either. So my take is work on paper. Okay. But of course, if you just want to mark and not pierce anything, you could go a little bit with a light cotton, but the ones I tried didn't work, okay? With paper, works great.
So I like that you're saying that, because I have seen in different places where different people who say, oh yeah, you can use this on like leather and that type of thing. And I like that you're being straight up and saying, okay, my experience with it has been that, nope, it doesn't quite work so well in those.
These are all plastic spikes, first of all. And second, I believe that there's nothing worse than you put in the faith that a product does something, and when it gets at home, it's just a huge disappointment. Doesn't benefit you or me. So work on paper, try something else if you want to do on fabric. Now, so it comes with this handle and the 5 little carts for the stitch. So the first one I'm going to show is the loop-de-loop here. So all you have to do is put it here and twist, and it's ready to go. It's that simple. Every time you want to change, just that, okay? So it takes a second, which is very cool, because when you're crafting, you don't want to spend half an hour, changing a needle or doing something. You want fast. Fast is good. So now you decide where you want to go. It comes with this pad here, with a foam pad, perfect for piercing. So not only for this type of thing that we are going to do today, but you are going to see in some other shows where this comes very handy. If you need to pierce through something, this is the pad to have, including in other types of crafts, okay? So you just decide where you want to put the stitch and lightly go through for how long you want. That's it. Then grab your needle. You can make a knot. If you do not like, let's suppose, let me show you one example. You don't want the knot to show on the other side of the card. Let me see one that we might have that issue. Like here, for example. You might not want to see this, or you might not want the knot at all. Here you can actually not see the knot. You can get either a piece of transparent tape or the piece of washi paper and put it over, add like you can even punch the washi paper, take it, put the sticky part, and you hide that, okay? But if it's like this, that you're actually gluing on the top of the card and there's nothing on the other side, you can use a knot. So your choice. Washi paper can be very handy with this. Okay, so now, all these stitches, you're going to work as a back stitch. So what do? Come over through one hole. The first one you move forward. All the other ones you move backward. So you have the first stitch here. Okay. Now you come to the next and you go back. That's why it's called back stitch. Okay. The needle goes back. That's all you have to do. So really, if you never embroider anything, this is the perfect thing for you. But look what's more interesting. I know how to embroider. I don't need guides, so I thought. But if I want to be precise, like in a card, this is going to show a lot. If I make a mistake on my bird, you're not going to see, and I can hide it with more thread. On a card, this becomes a little bit more complicated. Here I'm not going to make a mistake because I'm just going to follow the holes here. But the other thing is, it gives me a very even space between one stitch and the other. You see here, they're all the same size, evenly spaced. Now, I have tried quilting, I have tried stitching on stuff that my stitches would be totally even. I am not one of those. I have friends that can do that. I cannot.
So with this tool, you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Because it makes it nice and consistent for you.
And the other thing is you get the perfect design here. So I'm not going to do the whole thing because you're going to be bored, but you can see that I get the perfect loop with this without having to thinking. So if I'm thinking about creating cards for all my family now for Christmas or something like that, I can actually sit in front of the TV and do this all night long. And the other thing that it doesn't do is to rip your paper. If you were doing this and piercing this with the needle and everything, chances are you would end up piercing the paper too much, making too big of a hole or something. You don't want that, okay?
But I mean, with this, you're here, you're chit-chatting with us, and you're just going through, and it's working
in less than
wonderfully
a minute,
well.
Yes.
Less than a minute, you
I
already
have
have
my
a
loop
beautiful
here.
embroidered piece.
And I could go all around, which I'm not going to go, but I just want to go through the loop so you can see that even when I went back to the first one to start this other line here, it's perfect. Works just well.
Regina said, such a small addition to add a big difference. Awesome. Did I read this already or no?
No.
Yeah,
well,
I totally agree. Exactly. Just a touch, but makes a huge difference. Now, if you're wondering, okay, where can I get this kit? Where can I get this so easy embroidery tool? Well, I have to tell you, MondoMarketTV.com is where you go for that. It's a fantastic kit because it comes with everything that you need to get started. It comes with 4 interchangeable heads, which makes it what? It comes with 5?
4, 5.
Oh,
5.
better yet, it comes with 5 interchangeable heads that you can go in easily, quickly replace them to give you over 25 different designs and patterns. It's a wonderful kit. It also, the magic tool is, of course, as you saw Shahar using that handle, that allows you to create the designs and follow along. So it's a really, really neat. And check this out. This is cool. During the next 24 hours only, you can get with this this edition here with your kit, comes free with your order today during the next 24 hours. So we'll include a sample pack here. We have the transfers, we have the stitches for you, and we have little cards and envelopes. So if you like the mini cards like Shahar showed you, those are fantastic for gifts or even to do tags and products. If you sell, for example, at shows, you can add a little hang tag. Well, you can use the little cards for that. So during the next 24 hours, we'll include that for you in your order when you get the So Easy embroidery kit. It comes with the mat, it comes with the handle, it comes with the interchangeable pieces, and it's just super fun to do, and better yet, so easy.
And you know what? First of all, it's a super deal because the small cards, they're not easy to find, and you come with a whole pack of those. The twine thread is actually super fun to use, so it just gives you more and more ideas over that. And the rub-on transfers are super easy to add. If you're making cards, you know you need a lot of things, right? A lot of steps, a lot of cutouts, a lot of paper. So here is like you have the whole set ready to go. Now, don't forget that you may have somebody, like a teenager, looking for something to do, or you want them to quit a little bit of the video gaming part and spend some time doing something else. Perfect thing for them to get started. All they're going to need is some paper.
Exactly, some paper, and really enjoy, because I forgot to mention, with it, you also get, you might have already yarn at home, but it comes as well with a selection of colors that you can start with, and they're pretty colors. I like them.
Eight colors.
Yes. Katrine says hi from the Netherlands.
Hey, hi.
Hey, and Sheila says that is a really clever tool.
It is. Like I told you, it's simple, it's easy, it's fast. It fulfills not only your needs, but maybe, again, you want to inspire to get somebody else creating something. And what happens when you try that? Let's face it, like Regina, she knows how to sew, she knows how to embroider, she knows how to create jewelry. She might say, okay, I'm going to teach my niece how to do that. But because what you do has several processes and several steps, chances are that when you try, especially if it's a very young person, you're going to overwhelm them, right? And the moment you overwhelm them, they quit. And then you say, oh, why? She quit and she could be so good at that. You do see the potential, right? But then they quit. Well, here is really just like painting by numbers. There is not too much thinking that has to happen. It's really a very almost meditative,
it's like therapeutic
kind of thing. But it can get a person hooked into this, because once they can do here on paper, they think, oh, could I do something I saw on Instagram that somebody else does and she doesn't felt, and then they move from there. Think about this, because overwhelming, and we study that a lot when we think about sales, overwhelming is the #1 reason why people quit. So a person that doesn't have a hobby, is not into handmade stuff, but you want to introduce them to something very simple first. If they get hooked into that, then you can move forward. Well, and this would be the perfect gift for that person.
It really would, because they see results. They can see, they'll see that they can do something quickly. So it's instant gratification.
Yes.
Like you'll feel accomplished quickly. I mean, you were doing this in just a little bit, but look, it did so quickly. And we already have like a little fish here, let's say.
Well,
right?
It could be.
Exactly.
Right, because you don't have to do a whole line of anything. You could do one like I did with the flower, and perfect. If I'm making a sea with fish, that would be. So here,
you can see
you either put a tape or a washi paper, and you can hide that.
Just to hide.
If you want to hide. If this is going to be glue on the card, doesn't
matter. But here
matter.
I just want to show you. You see the little holes. And that's where you follow along.
But look the perfection of the design.
Well, and consistency.
See here on the side, you can see the straight stitch, which is this one here. See?
Let me see.
You have just the holes there. I didn't embroider that. But you see,
right here.
Perfectly even. So think about doing the border of the card,
And that's
or
what this
even
had.
let's say you have a fly on the card and you want to show how the fly is flying, and you can go, because
Oh, yeah.
this is one thing that is very cool. The tool allows me to go around. I don't have
Yes.
to go straight all the time, so I can just, move.
Oh, that's nice. Let me
So
see.
I can create a fly flying, and all
Oh.
the squiggly
Oh, yeah.
lines. Yeah.
You have the complete freedom, and it comes with the little mat. So you see here, Shahar is working on this
Yes.
pink mat right here. It has a little, it's like foamy. So it allows your tool to just like totally go. And create.
And pierce through. Even if I had to use a needle, this phone would be perfect for that. Now, I'm going to show you one more stitch. I do not need to show you every stitch. You know why? Because in the back of your kit, it tells you exactly what to do with each and every
Ooh,
stitch.
that's amazing.
So again, I'm going to plant the seed that this can be a perfect gift for somebody that you think could be, it's talented, but hasn't, flowered yet. Perfect thing, because really there is no thinking. They don't have to figure out. It's very, very simple to make. Or for you, if you're into paper, this is perfect for you.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you I don't know if it's called a star, but it looks like a star. It's one of my favorite, and also very simple to do. They are all very simple to do. But let's just make one or two so you can see. So same
you
thing,
just interchange
decide
the head
where
there?
you want. So I'm going to embroider just one. But if I wanted to make a semicircle here, I could, see?
Oh, yes.
Nothing stops me to make different designs, and then I could create a very cool border.
Check it out.
Go.
Regina said, Shahar, great idea to get my great nieces interested in embroidery.
Right.
Exactly.
I talk about this all the time, and I believe it is true. We are living in a moment of isolation, and many times because of that, because we are connected all the time, we lose touch with ourselves. When you teach somebody to handmake anything, you're implementing art therapy in their lives. Because while they're doing something simple like this, I go to hole number 1 and exit hole number 2. I'm thinking about this 1, 2, and then I look at the instructions, and I have to go 3, 4, right? I'm not thinking about anything, so
you're not letting your brain
overthink stuff.
Overthink and think about the bad things in the world.
Exactly. But my brain is actually looking for solutions to problems I have. This happens on an unconscious level because the brain actually needs to breathe in order to find solutions. So maybe that person is being bullied. Maybe that person is just going through a tough time in life for whatever reason. And while they are thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like I am right here, their brain is actually looking for solutions to their issues. So you're doing, and this turned out to be a very bad star here. I have to do another one. I don't know what I did. I was talking. I didn't pay attention. But think about this. You can really help somebody by just teaching them something simple as this is, and they are going to be having fun, but at the same time, we'll be dealing with other issues. I'm a huge advocate of having people have hobbies. When I did psychology, that was one of the things you would look into a prospect or
A patient?
a patient, if they had any hobbies, because that was always a flag that that person was not really putting, their feelings, their emotions out, because this is an outlet. So think about this. You can be doing much more than just making somebody happy for a few hours. Okay, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shahar, Sheila's asking if you're just using regular paper.
Yeah, scrapbooking paper I'm using. And again, because I'm not a big paper crafter, this might change.
But it can be...
I went to the scrapbooking store and I got some paper.
Okay, but Sheila, it works on pretty much any kind of paper.
Well, yes, but again, I had some cardstock that I got for a project for next week that it didn't pierce to very easily. So all I had to do is really put more strength, because I really don't need to put much strength when doing this. I had to do that. And I had one journal that I was planning to do the cover, and that cardstock didn't go through
So if
either.
it's too thick, that's when you would run into problems.
Yes. How I end, I just insert into one stitch here. And again, they are either going to be glued to the card itself, or I put the paper or washi paper here, so they would be hidden and safe. So I don't worry too much about ending, because there's not going to be any manipulation. And you can see how cute
Yes, it's totally
that
cute.
star is. See?
Yeah, I
Very
love
cute.
it. It's adorable. If you see it in person, you'll love it. But see, you can play with this. You can definitely play with this. Even if you thought this was a little fish, you could do these little stars, like here,
Wow.
as bubbles.
Yes, bubbles.
Right?
You can. That's a nice one.
Yeah,
I have to
you
try
can
that one.
really have fun with this. And
Yeah.
by the way, Shahar, Regina, talking about what you were talking about, art as therapy, Regina said, art is the perfect therapy. I've used it for years myself.
Exactly. So did I.
It's an outlet.
Yes,
So,
it is.
By the way, friends, if you're wondering, okay, where can we get the So Easy kits that you're talking about? It's fantastic. Comes with these. It comes with everything that you need. Look, I'm actually going to do what
All
Shahar
my-
doesn't like. I'm going to
yes,
touch her,
get all my things.
her side of the table.
Ay.
But look, this kit, you can get it at mondomarkettv.com. It comes with the mat. Now, this mat is the perfect size for a card project, for pretty much anything that you're working on. And it allows you to use this handle. This is the magic tool. It's the piercing handle. And this is what will allow you to create beautiful, amazing designs on your pieces. With it comes the head that comes with it, plus 4 additional handles that will
All with
give you
different stitches.
different stitches, different designs. So you can see here on the head, the interchangeable head, it shows you a little sample of what that design will be. And you can really have fun with this and create 15 different styles of stitches with these. They're fast to use, they're so easy, and it's amazing. So go to mondomarkettv.com to get yours right now. And with it, we'll include right here, you'll see this cool set that we have. We'll include the transfers. We'll include a set of the little cards and envelopes, as well as some stylish yarn there that you can use for your stitching on paper, so you can do your embroidery on paper. It's next 24 hours only. That's where you get to take advantage of that. And of course, I don't know why, but I forgot to mention again, it also comes with this beautiful set of thread that you can use with amazing and fun colors.
And even the needle.
And
it
the
comes,
needle.
so really you don't need anything
All
else.
you need is paper.
Paper and
That's
a pair of
all.
scissors.
Yes.
That's it.
And you'll have so much fun. You can do this for yourself, right? And you can embellish your cards and other paper projects like Shahar showed you. Or this set right here makes for a perfect gift. I mean, you can see
Think
here.
about this. The set is going to be as the perfect gift with those other free stuff.
Exactly.
It's a huge
Exactly.
gift.
So order today, keep the free stuff, and then give the So
Give
Easy
everything.
set. Yes. So this is makes for an amazing gift. The price is just right. The amount of fun you'll have is, I can't even calculate how much fun you'll have, because it'll be amazing. And it's so easy to do.
And if you buy this to yourself, make a tons of cards and give it away.
For Christmas,
it's
perfect.
a great exercise for us to get out of ourselves and be in the mode of giving. When we are giving, we are not being selfish, we are not being self-centered. And a healthy society needs people that are not self-centered and not selfish. So by exercising that, you remind yourself every day, that is a lot more fun to give. Give just because you know them. It doesn't have to be because it's the end of the year. It's just because, they're people in your life and you want to say, hey, thought of you. I know you like fairies. I know you like birds. Make and give, because in 1 hour you can create so many of this. They're going to be beautiful. They're going to be cherished. They're not going to be like some Christmas cards that you look, okay, trash, right? Because these were actually made by someone that took the time to think about them. So it has a lot more weight into that.
Very nicely said,
nice.
Shahar.
One last thing. Oh, yes.
We have a question here. I don't know if you know this. Let's see. The question from guest 687. The end of the handle has an opening. What is that for?
I don't know.
But I
That
do
was
have
a very deep.
that.
I would keep my needle
Okay,
there.
that's exactly what I was going to
Yes.
say. It could be a storage for your needle.
Yes.
I don't know if that was the original purpose of this, but it could be.
We have another handle on the market that is a straight stitch as well, and it comes with ink inside.
Oh.
Because that's for if you're going to do on a piece of fabric, for example, it is not going to pierce through, but it's going to design that for you. You have to wait it to dry before you manipulate, but it gives you exactly the guidelines. So for example, if you're doing hem stitch and you don't know how to do it, it comes with both. So here I have one line here, that one has two, one side by side, so you would make that stitch really well on a piece of garment. You can use that one.
Do you mind if I show that? I like that sample that you have. So look, this right here shows you, and this is a correction because I said over 15. So this specific kit comes with 5 different heads, so different stitches that you can make. Here, Shahar made an example of the different stitches that you can create. So you can see here, I love these. They're kind of whimsical.
Well, and it depends. If, for example, if you go down on this where you have your finger right now, it can be the hills, for example, of landscape. This can be the water in the sea if you turn upside down.
Yes.
Same thing with everything. So you can turn them into different.
You can tell stories
things.
with these.
You can tell stories.
Yeah, exactly. You can have fun. Like you had a little fox, right? You can do this as if it were the path that the fox did.
Exactly.
If it was painting.
Well, I did the grass with my fox, so I'm very proud of that one.
Yes. Here,
And
let's try it again.
so clean and simple.
Very
Take
simple.
everything out.
That I like this because it is a simplistic card. But
It's
look
really
how
a 5
cute.
minute card. Okay, I got the sticker. I embroidered the grass, and I put
And you did a stamp.
a stamp, because if I wrote that with my handwriting, the person would
Yeah.
say, "What are you saying?"
Now, on the
So-
inside, you left.
I left like
so she
this.
didn't cover. See, you can see here the stitch on the inside, but honestly, I do not think that's a
doesn't
problem.
get in
I
the
think
way.
it adds because it kind of follows the same flow
Yeah.
of the actual card.
Yeah, but I could put a paper there. I could do this. I could do other things if
Right.
that bothered me at
You
all.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but I bet that person will like. So this is what I had today. I actually got very excited the first time I started playing with this, because I thought, okay, I don't do a lot of paper, but when I do, my chance of frustration is high because, for example, I don't paint well. For sure, my handwriting is terrible. So it's not a medium that I had much pleasure before. But I was making this, and I really, of course, I was making for the show. But I started thinking, you know what? It's this person's birthday this Saturday. You know what? I have this amazing person that is going through a tough time at home. You know what? And then I said, boy, this is fun. It's not taking a lot of time of my day. I'm creating beautiful things. The results are gratifying, and that's because I don't have the skills. I'm just thinking, like Regina, you do cards already, what you can make with this. And then I thought, why not the tags for the gifts? Let's create several for the Christmas and other stuff. So it's really gratifying, easy, and it didn't eat a lot of my time to get that done, which, you know, I know, like me, you guys are busy too. So when it comes to card making and gift tags, that's not where you want to spend hours. Maybe on the gift itself, you're going to spend days making. But with the card, you do want something fast. And if you have clients, if you know you have people that take care of your insurance, the postman, and all those people, well, you know, 5 minutes you're cranking one.
It takes, yeah,
beautiful, and they're going to pay attention to you.
5 minutes to create, but the impact it will have, because to them it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You stopped. You took time out of your day to think of me,
Yeah.
and appreciate me, right?
Yeah.
So that's the impact that you'll
The
have.
giving part, the
Exactly.
not being centered. It's good for you and it's good for the others.
Yes.
And like I said, it's simple enough that you can crank the rest of your day with however you have to do or make. But this is just fun. And don't forget, really don't forget, the young people, they might be asking you for a lot of electronics. Give it to them, but give them something that they can also take time off of all those lights and stimuli.
Something they can do with their hands.
Yeah, if they could spend 1 hour a day
Yeah.
doing something like this, it's so healthy for them.
It's
it can
healthy.
make an impact even for the choices they make later.
Exactly.
Right?
It's healthy on so many levels,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I totally agree. Check it out. Regina said you can make cute Thanksgiving turkey place cards.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly. Oh, if you have family gatherings, for
parties.
example, Christmas, where families get together, things like that, you can do the little place cards for the
Wow.
seat. How cool and cute that is.
You
Katrine
may
said-
have a family fight. Because then Jane is going to say, why
hers
did
is
she get
cuter."
that flower and I got just the loop-de-loop? What do you mean with that? But then it's part of Thanksgiving, right?
Yes. Katrine said, I know what kind of crafting I will do next week with my babysitting kids. They will
See?
love it. Papers and stickers are always big, and this will be my Mary Poppins extra. Exactly.
There you go, Mary Poppins. I
Exactly.
love that. That was a smart lady with the kids. Hey guys, so that was it. It's a simple project, like I told you. Great. As everything on Mondo Market, we have a limited amount because, you know, we are a home shopping network. So I wouldn't overthink this, right?
Definitely don't overthink it. The price is just right. And what you can do is amazing. This is a phenomenal kit for you to have yourself and do. Also, it makes for a perfect gift. Once more, just so to make sure that you know, just go to mondomarkettv.com to get yours today. During the next 24 hours, we'll include a very cool transfer on set. The rub on
winter and Christmas. See?
Yeah, Christmas and things that you can rub onto the papers. It comes with the envelopes and the cards and some thread for you to do. So this is a fantastic bonus that you get, but it's during the next 24 hours only. So go there now. Mondo Market TV, you're going to get this amazing kit. This is super duper. It comes with the mat. The mat is perfect size for your project. It comes with the magic handle, the piercing tool basically, and 5 interchangeable heads that you can create various different stitches. And of course, the threads in these amazing, beautiful colors.
Very
so you
beautiful
can create, there's so much potential to what you can do and really just enhance and up your card level making,
Yes.
your paperwork, your paper craft. It doesn't have to be just for card makings. It can be for pretty much anything that goes with
you
paper.
can create paper boxes.
If you're into
Yes.
scrapbooking, this would make for a perfect edition, right?
Yes.
So this is an amazing. Don't overthink it. Supplies are limited. So go to mondomarkettv.com today to get yours. And
Looks so cute.
that looks
Yes,
adorable.
and next week we'll
Good
be
job
here.
on this.
Yeah.
He's
Wait until I'm finished.
I can't wait.
So next week we are here with something fun for you to do, right?
Yes, we are. We have an amazing selection of shows here at Mondo Market TV. Every week, we're here with Shalyn for the Crafting with Shalyn show that happens every Wednesday at
Same time here.
same time.
3
Everything's
p.m.
at the same
Mountain time.
3 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, Crafting with Shalyn. And then Thursdays, we have Sparkle of Creativity with Shahar. And every other Tuesday, for the glass artists out there, we have the Hourglass with Jody McCraney Rush show on Tuesdays. So it's a super fun selection of shows for you to basically have your time, this time for yourself each week to stop and just enjoy the process and talk about arts and crafts and really have that enjoyable time. So
And next year we'll have more shows for you.
next year we'll have more shows. Yes, yes. All right. Well, my friends, MondoMarketTV.com is where you go. See you next time.
Thank you so much.